Hello everyone, how have you been doing? I haven't been uploading any videos publicly for years now. I hope you've been good. So let's get into the video. What is this video about? So in 2021, February 9th, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Blazing Shutdown. Okay, so this is the 5th anniversary of that, so I wanted to make a video for that. So the video is like this. As you can see, there is a wheel, and what it contains is pretty much all the unit artworks in Naruto Blazing. So we're going to spin it, and then after we see the character, we're trying to recollect information and memories about that character, and also maybe look it up in the fandom, and hopefully we're going to have a great time. So let's go. The first character. Let's see who it is. So this Kisame isn't anything significant for me, so I don't remember anything, even the element. I'm just gonna look him up. I found him. Swordsman of the Raging Waves. A skill 6-star. Oh, he has a 3 hit count. That's interesting. But I guess Kisame units used to do that. Wow. He seems like a very bad unit. Like with the health stats and with the speed. Field skill isn't really useful. And the body skill isn't good either. Yeah, I guess he's a very old unit. Oh, his his dupes have speed boost, so maybe he was a Ninja World Clash reward unit. I don't really know how those times worked. Anyway, for 5 chakra. So he was a PvP unit apparently, but he's very very slow and he deals like very low damage, like maybe 1300 for 5 chakra, and doesn't have good status ailments either. Well, and it's towards one enemy. It says Ninja World Clash Season 2 ranking reward, and also you could get him from Clash Coin Exchange shop as well. Okay, interesting. Let's go to the second character then. Let's go. Okay, so I guess this Ashura, you got him from his Super Impact. I guess maybe his title was devoted to his studies or something like that, and his element was heart. Uh, you could Blazing Awaken him. I guess this is the Blazing Awakened version already. Yeah, that's what I've got. So I was mistaken. It wasn't devoted to studies Ashura, but successor Ashura. And this is apparently the 6-star Blazing Bash Ashura. But he's not Blazing Awakened yet. You Blazing Awaken him to this. version of him, but I think we'll just look at the non-Blazing Awakened version. So you would use him for PvE, but he's probably nothing impressive there. So when you use him for PvE, he just doesn't have a field skill and a body skill either. Okay, let's see if he deals damage. He's 3-6 chakra, so that's kind of good. How much damage does he deal? He deals like 10,000 damage, but his range was mid circle, I guess. So can't we see that? His range. Oh yeah. It says, I guess, half rectangle long. Okay, I think that's a big range. And circle long right for the secret technique. So I think he could be useful in PvE, actually, considering his chakra requirement and, 3000 health recovery and 2 chakra gauge, and deals like 24,000, but for 6 chakra, I don't know. It's definitely not the best, but when he first came out, I think he could have been useful. His dupes aren't really great though. I mean, yeah. Maybe you would use him if you didn't really have good PvE units, but which is kind of unlikely. Anyway, let's go to the next character then. Okay. So this Jugo, I think you could get him from like Blazing Festival summons, but you really didn't want him because he wasn't good. I think he was, let's see, Heart. Right. Let's check it out. So he's Jugo, all consuming fury, but his element is body, which is the only thing I tried to remember. But he's the 5-star version, so I think we could check the 6-star one out. Okay. He was for PvE, so health pretty low, 1300. Field skill is kind of useful, could be useful, but the skill too, I guess, not all bad. Maybe in the older days you could run him for his health recovery in a body team as well, 75 health recovery, and also field skill. Oh, he also has healing from dupes as well. Nice. Oh, yeah, I guess you could run him for the healing. Yeah. The damage isn't impressive, but still you could get, I guess, a decent amount of healing for the older times of blazing. At least, yeah, for 8 chakra, pretty standard there. Yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, then let's go to the next character. I hope we get some of the goats of blazing, like the really good ones. Okay, so I guess she's hard and maybe a 3 star and a 4 star at the same time. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to check her out. Okay, so he was hard. I remember that much. This is the 5 star version of her. You didn't really want to get her from the summons either. And I think she was 3 6 chakra when you awakened her to 6 star, and she got a barrier, like just a barrier without doing any damage with the ninjutsu, I believe. Let's check her out. So her title is Blooming Talent. She's hard. Let's check out the 6 star version. I think a lot of people had her and Jugo like ultimate, fully maxed out from all those summons. Oh, she was limit breakable as well. And 2000, like 2100 health isn't bad at all. Hmm. Reduces the chance of receiving immobilization. This could have been better in the older days because later a lot of units had immobilization already. I don't know. If you didn't have those units, dupes, she could have been still useful with the field and body skill, I guess. Immobilization resistance is pretty cool. And oh, she also increases her chance to dodge by 20%. Well, I didn't remember this. Also with the barrier, interesting. And barrier isn't really much, but isn't nothing either. 1000 damage. And the secret technique is 7x attack. Let's see how much damage that makes with the limit break. So, like 11,000 damage. With the pills, it would be a bit more. But still, the secret looks pretty bad. And in PvE, the bosses already, like a lot of the hard bosses already had attack reduction resistance, I guess. And yeah, but she's still interesting with the jutsu and being 3 6 chakra and with the limit break. I think she's cool. Okay, let's go on to the other unit then. Okay, I don't even remember his name. I kind of do that. Was it like Raido? I'll try to check him out. His name was Raido, and he's just a 3 star bravery unit. I don't even know. I don't even remember what happens in the anime with him. Maybe he. I thought he could have been awakened to 4 star, but apparently not. Just a 3 star, and you could get him from the story mode. Wow, this is interesting. And for 4 chakra, he gets 3 perfect dodges for 3 turns. Hmm. For a 3 star unit, this is pretty useful. Like, you could make him useful if you had, as a challenge, just a 3 star team. You could use him as a damage sponge for 3 turns. He's cool. I like him. Oh, but the stats really don't help much. Like 450 health is really low. And the strength is the same. Okay. Okay, interesting unit. Now let's go on to the next unit. Oh, this is. I don't remember what we called it. Uh, like the movie Naruto. I don't remember. He was a skill unit. He was, I guess, released alongside Body Sasuke, Long Road to Atonement Sasuke. But I maybe didn't have this unit, or I don't remember having him, and he wasn't that good. I guess Sasuke was probably better. I guess both his jutsu and secret were single target, and maybe for 8 chakra. I don't know. I guess maybe we called him the last Naruto, and we called Sasuke the last Sasuke. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's check him out. Here he is. Here he is. Proof of ties that bind. Skill. He has a 2 hit count. Oh, you could limit break him, and his stats kind of become good, I guess. 2700 health. Nice. Oh, he countered attack with his field skill. If you weren't careful, you could just ruin your runs with these types of characters. Because when you were trying to stall, they would kill the last character, like the last enemy. And he restores 2500 health with body, which is nice. Okay. 25% damage reduction with all the dupes. So let's see how much damage he deals. 2700 strength. So that makes like 1400 with jutsu, pretty standard. Sorry guys. Like around 14,000-15,000 damage with the jutsu, I guess, and then I don't know, around 30,000 with the secret, I guess, and also restores 1 chakra gauge for both of them. Oh, I think you could just spam the jutsu. I guess using 2 jutsus is better than using the secret technique, because you also receive like nullifying damage from ninjutsus and secret techniques. That could be pretty useful in a lot of situations, and you get 10x with two jutsus, and you also restore 2 chakra instead of 1. I think you just spam the jutsu, right? Because they're also just single enemy. So yeah, and you awakened him from this 5-star version, apparently from the summons, right? I guess he was, like I said, released alongside with Body, Long Road to Atonement, Sasuke. I used Sasuke, but I guess I didn't have him. Anyways, let's just go to the next unit. Maybe I get a unit I used to use. I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe this is an impact Obito. I don't know. I'll find them. So this is him falling into place. His body. Okay. Yeah, you get him from an impact. And yeah, let's check the 6-star version. Yeah, this is more familiar now. This artwork. Even with the limit break, 1800 health, a bit low. Reduces immobilization. Sync with body reduces skill damage by 15%. Has got some nice resistances to him. I think 40%, 40%. I mean, I think this impact was pretty old, so maybe at the time these were good rates for resistances. You know, the later units just nullified them completely with just one dupe, but maybe at the time he could have been useful with his resistances. But let's see if his jutsus are worth using. So 510 chakra. Sleep damage is 2%. So not very useful. And the secret is neutralizes element event based damage reduction. 2100 damage, so it's still like 1700 damage with the secret. Oh, it's against one enemy, so that makes it, I think, pretty bad. And even though the jutsu is AoE, it has a short range. Like, not technically, the range is mid, but it's a bit short, you know. And it deals like 7,000 damage for 5 chakra. So I guess he's not very good. I mean, the resistances help him stay active, but even though you use his jutsus, he's nothing too strong, you know. I guess not even decent, probably. But maybe at the time, he was kind of decent. I don't really know. Let's see the next character, I guess. Okay, I have no idea. Probably just a 5 star that awakened to a not so great 6 star. Let's see. So this is him, carved seal of lightning, a body unit. Let's check out the 6 star one. Okay. So I don't know what his deal is. Like, how could you even get him? I guess from summons, but like he's not like a blazing festival, or I guess he was just one of the golds you didn't want. Yeah, pretty low health, and yeah, yeah, he's nothing too interesting, I guess. The artwork is cool though. Okay, let's move on to the next character. I guess in the game there were a lot of Darui units comparing to the screen time he had. And yeah, this is the last unit ever in Naruto Blazing, right? He was the 5 star version of that very, very broken Blazing Bash Hard Sasuke. Like, maybe it wasn't even funny at that point. Like, him being that broken. I don't know. His, like, he was 3-6 chakra, and his jutsu could hit the whole map. It was, you know, whole map, but to his right, so you could just needed you just needed to place him to the left of the map, and he would just hit all 3 units in PvP, and probably applied a lot of status ailments as well. He was just crazy for no reason. Or maybe the reason was the game was going to shut down soon. So it didn't matter that much that he was breaking PvP. I don't know. Let's check him out. There he is. Desired Future Sasuke, a heart unit. And the release time is November 2020. And considering the game shut down like February 2021, you know. Oh, yeah, I think, yeah, he should still be the last unit we got, I believe. I'm not sure. There was also a Heart Blazing Festival Naruto, but he was before Sasuke. So I think Sasuke was the last unit. And I mean, yeah, this is the 5 star version. So let's check out the 6 star Blazing Bash version. So yeah, this is him. Yeah, 50k health, pretty tanky. 395 speed without pills, very good. Field skill boosts hard attacks by 1000, up to 1000, which could be good if you are running heart units, a lot of heart units, but I mean, it's situational. it might not be useful depending on your team. And body skill boosts critical rate by 3x and attack by 500. I think that's good. And it matters even more, the critical rate, if the boosted, like the character on the front, the boosted character has critical rate multiplication already. For example, if the boosted character has 20% already, then it would be 60% critical strike rate. I think that's how it worked. So you could do some, maybe a pretty broken duo with the Sasuke and sync with Hearth, nullifies chakra recovery, pretty good. Sync with mid, nullifies switch ceiling. Okay. I mean, still good. I mean, if you had the Sasuke, you probably didn't need to very much about switch ceiling. I don't know. And nullify jutsu ceiling, immobilization, 40% reduced damage, as if he wasn't tanky enough. The fifth one is kind of underwhelming though, comparing to rest of his kit. Ooh. And a 25% chance of restoring 2 chakra gauges when dealing direct attacks. This might not be useful either, because when it says dealing direct attacks, does that mean, like, did it mean the jutsu and secret didn't count and just normal attacks counted? And maybe also like combo attacks? I'm not sure. And the 3-6 jutsu and secret technique. So 85% jutsu ceiling, 95% speed reduction for 6 seconds, and jutsu ceiling is for 4 seconds, and 90% chance of switch ceiling for 10 turns. Like, it feels like a joke. For 3 chakra to all of your enemies. Flame control, flame slash, and the secret technique is arcane technique, wind, lightning, and cherry blossom formation. Oh, so this was a team 7 secret technique then. I don't remember it. Removes perfect dodge and barrier for one enemy on screen and increases damage direction and substitution with. Oh, is this like 15 times? So how much does it make? Like 75k? Yeah, so the target is dead. But at least it's not AoE. So yeah, it says whole map right, and just whole map. So you also got pretty much a guaranteed ultra combo with his jutsu as well. And it also dealt quite a good amount of damage too, like over 20k. So he had everything in his jutsu. It's crazy. And their speed reduction is even 20%. So it's not 10%. He slows them down quite well too. Yeah. He's just crazy, you know. I guess he's the best PvP unit. Yeah. I think that's about it from him. So let's go to the other unit. Oh, okay. So I think I used the Sasuke as a, third unit on my front row, as a friend unit. Remember, in PvE, you got a friend unit in the front row as the third unit. So he was a heart unit, I believe. This is the 5-star version as a summer unit, as is obvious. Also, his secret technique was his Susano with a eye band. I don't know if that's what you call it. And Susano was like trying to hit a piñata, and I guess it was hitting a watermelon. And I don't remember. It was something like this. A bit of a funny secret technique. Let's check him out. This is him. And apparently his skill, I guess up until now, I felt like most of the characters were hearts. Maybe it's a coincidence, maybe I don't remember well. So, a break from the waves. I think this is a pretty cool artwork. Like, just chilling with a soda on his hand. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, okay, let's go to the 6-star version. Yeah. Hmm. He's an old unit. It's like November 2017, but not that old. Like a little over 1 year after the game has launched, I guess. So he's so that makes him pretty old, considering the game lasted like 4.5 years. Hmm. And maybe we shouldn't judge all the characters with just the stats. You know, I don't know. I'm not interested in the damage or status elements or anything. But let's see anyway. So it says Susano Break and Chidori Sharp Spear for 8 chakra with a chance of immobilization. So the damage is like 1600 with the secret. So maybe at the time he was released, I don't know, maybe he was usable, but anyway, I think he's cool, as a summer unit. I think I like the 5-star art more though than the 6-star one. Okay, let's go to the other unit. We haven't gotten many like super strong units that I used for a while. So I guess you could get him from the summons. Oh, maybe this is one of the fake gold Shikamarus. I'm not going to check him out. Let's see. Oh, mm, he was Impact. I don't know. Okay, so he's a Blazing Bash unit, pursued aesthetic, wisdom. I guess he was a Blazing Bash unit then, and not just from Impact. Yeah, he has speed boost as his dupes. I don't think super impact units did that. Yeah, also if there's a 5-star version, that would prove it not being from a super impact, because you got super impact units as 6 stars. And yeah, this is the 5-star one. Yeah, this was the Blazing Bash data. Okay, let's check him out. So he was released after after the second year. So like it has just been 2 years. So like the middle ages of TFT, middle times. Oh, his health is not good, and his speed isn't good either. Oh, with the dupes, like 40, probably. I mean, speed gets decent for that time, I guess. With the dupes, still not good. Damage against bravery. Maybe you could use him as a bravery nuker. Let's see. But the damage is pretty low. So for 4 chakra, toward all enemies, and if they are slip damage. So it's a bit hard for me to calculate, but so I guess it makes like 6,800 damage, which is low, even for that time, I believe. I mean, not super low, but. And what is it with slip damage? It boosts quite a lot, but I don't think he has some sort of slip damage infliction in any way. Oh, if this data was oh, released alongside Bravery Sasori, Blazing Bash, that was also 3-6 chakra, I think that Sasori inflicted slip damage with his jutsu. So maybe you were supposed to use Deidara with Sasori. If that was the case, that's a bit interesting. Okay, it's circle, mid, right, and the jutsu's range isn't big either. He doesn't have much going for him this Deidara, I believe, with that health. And yeah, okay, let's continue with the next character. Okay, I have no idea. I guess you got him from an impact, but I don't care much about him, but I'm going to look him up anyway. I'll say he's also hard. Okay. I couldn't find him. Let's go to the next character. I want some characters that I've used or were, important for blazing. Oh, yeah, that's one of them. Back-to-back pains. So he was hard. This is the 5-star version. He was one of the earlier Blazing Festival units. So His jutsu restored 1500 health, maybe. I guess it was 510 chakra cost, and his secret was an AoE Chibaku Tensei, I guess, which didn't do crazy damage, but it was AoE, I guess. This might not be true. We'll see. Let's check him out. So apparently he was already 6 star. Shame on me, even though I've used him for quite some time on my heart team or my older brother's heart team because I was using his account. He's limit breakable, and yeah, he's around 1 years old, after the game started. So he's a very old unit. So with limit break, he has a pretty good amount of health, and in PvP as well, actually. But probably because he doesn't have resistances, he would just get immobilized with everything. Also, he's very slow. Field skill could have been useful at the time, 30-35%, maybe, and the body skill as well. Not too shabby. Oh, for that time, he has 60% immobilization and jutsu ceiling resistance with full dupes. That could have been good, I guess. And yeah, 510 chakra and restores 1500 health. And yeah, I guess I kind of remember this. I mean, at least it doesn't surprise me. So if you use the jutsu twice, you get the same amount of damage if you were to use the secret on just one enemy, if you were fighting a boss. And on top of that, you get 3000 healing. It's just that you don't knock them back. The hit count for the jutsu is also 10, so you could maybe force that up to a 15 to get an ultra combo, but probably not at that time. It would be pretty hard. So how much damage did he deal? So 2700. How much does that make? Oh, like 16k damage with the jutsu. I think this is decent for 5 chakra. I mean, it's kind of decent. It's not the best, considering he doesn't have any status ailments or anything, but he has some healing. But this is with the limit break, and the limit break probably came a long time later, a long time after he was released. So at release, he dealt significantly less damage. But I don't know. I think he's cool. Depending on when he got limit break, he could have been useful in some hard teams. Probably not in PvP because 200 speed is very low. I don't know. Maybe if you had him fully duped and used him with, limit break, maybe in PvP he could have been useful in very niche circumstances in the, I don't know, middle days of PvP if he got his limit break. if he had his limit break at that point. I don't know. But I like him. I've used them quite a lot. I think he's a nice unit. Okay, let's go with the next one. Okay, so I guess this time it was just one of the units you didn't find from the salmons. Once again, let's check her out. I think she's hard as well. Wow, a lot of hard units. So this is her. She's also a 5 star, and this is the Temari at the end of Shippuden, right? This is February 2017. So very old character, not even 1 years old. Like after the game released. A bit surprising. Very, very old. So let's check out the 6 star version. Oh. I think we are getting a lot of heart units from the spin, from the wheel. Or you could also limit break her. With the limit break, a kind of decent amount of health. Yeah, 2700 strength. That counter sensor is pretty useless, mostly. And okay. Oh, he's 3-6 chakra. For 6 chakra, it makes like 16k damage. AoE is H rectangle west left. Oh, she's left with her secret technique. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I mean she's not powerful, but maybe you could use her for chakra generation as well because it's H rectangle west right her jutsu and it's 3 chakra. Even though it doesn't deal much damage, you could get a you know ultra combo. Yeah, she's not she's nothing crazy, definitely. Maybe not even decent. I don't know. I haven't processed her kit much, but still, I think she's cool. It's the end of Shippuden Temari. I don't know. Let's go to the next character. As you can see, there are 1086 artworks. Oh, this is crazy. Before recording this video, I actually imagined I get this Hashirama with, yeah, this is pretty crazy. So, which element was this Hashirama? He's either wisdom or heart, but he's not heart, right? He has to be wisdom. So this is the very famous, maybe infamous, but not infamous. I think we like them. Krit Hashirama, right? How can we forget him? Also, I Just notice that to his right, I mean, to to his left, I mean, anyway, there is that wooden golem thing. I thought there was only the dragon, wooden dragon thing, but there is also the golem thing as well. Okay, so this is Kritashrama. I guess he was wisdom. When you had his dupes, he would crit every single time, and he was 3-6 chakra. With the jutsu, it was, I think, a rectangle to his right, long, and it was the wooden dragon. And his secret technique was that wooden golem. The golem would, knock off the enemy and pow, 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 punch the enemy a lot of times, and then he would deal a lot of damage. I guess he also changed the element to bravery with his secret technique so that he would always have the elemental affinity advantage. Right, I think that's what happened. He also has in his hand the leaf Madara looked through, and he's somehow able to make the leaf float. Okay, let's check him out. I didn't have him though, like until the end. So his title is Resolve to Protect, and yeah, March 3 for global. So this is like a year, around a year before the shutdown. He has 2 hit count, but he had short range. Yeah. Oh. His health is, good, definitely not low. And his health in PvP is also good, but he's slow considering considering the time he was released at. Field skill. Oh. His field is pretty nice. Both the attack boost and healing. And his body boosts critical rate by 3x and attack by 250. That's also nice, I guess. And the sync skills are a bit underwhelming comparing to the rest of the kit. Just reducing damage by 15%. So the first one of the dupes is pretty good, but it's a bit, you know, interesting. Nothing, just nullifying immobilization and jutsu sealing. But it's refreshing. Just knowing that you are able to immobilize or jutsu seal him. I mean, you weren't going to see him in PvP, but still, I think it's refreshing. He nullifies chakra sealing and those critical rates. So I believe the base rate for critical striking was 2.5. And when you multiplied all these, I think it exceeded 100%. So when you multiply it by 2, it becomes 5. Multiply it by 4, 20. Multiply it by 4, 80%. And then you multiply it by 4 again, it becomes 320% critical rate, I guess. Oh, no, but the first one is critical rate damage. So we need to multiply 2.5 by 64. And yeah, it goes over 100. And ooh, so the crit damage boost rate was 1.5, and so when you multiply it by 2, it becomes 3. No, I'm not sure. I mean, it could mean that you were dealing 200% damage or you were dealing 300% damage. But I think probably 300% damage because, you would hit 150% damage with critical and it doubles it. So I think it should become 300%. Let's see. So let's check the secret technique because that's where the most damage was at. Ignore substitution, damage reduction. Doesn't ignore perfect dodge. That's one way to escape. 18 and a half. Oh, okay. Just the jutsu changes to bravery. And it's for 3 turns. So I wait. Yeah. So you could use the jutsu, turn to bravery. You could also probably, let's see. Yeah, it's 12 hit count and vest to right. It was very easy to, so that means it was very easy to get a ultra combo with the jutsu. So you use the jutsu, change to bravery, get an ultra combo, get 1 chakra back. So if you use it with full chakra, you would have 4. So if you did even 1 other ultra combo until it was Hashirama's turn again, you would have used secret technique on a bravery unit. And yeah, it would have been way too much damage. Probably. And yeah. So, oh, also, he had a special effect in this Madara raid, right? I guess this Madara was good for a super impact unit, even at that time, right? I mean, even if he wasn't good, particularly, I guess he was at least usable for many people. I don't know. Okay, let's go to the next unit. I don't know. And I'm not sure if I wanna check, but oh, I don't know. I don't think this Tobirama has much going with him. Anyway, let's see. Uh, yeah, this was an impact Tobirama, right? One of my in one of my previous attempts of recording this video, I also got him. I'm not going to look him up. I guess I'm just going to spin again. I guess he was a very old impact unit. Oh, now let's talk about B. Okay, so this is the first Kage League unit we have in the video. And this B was very broken, and it wasn't even fun playing against him. He was 3-6 chakra, he was bravery, and with his jutsu, I mean, he inflicted a lot of status ailments and also dealt quite a good amount of damage too. And I'm not sure about the damage, but probably the damage was good as well. And also it was like long circle to right, so he could hit at least 2 units most of the time, at least 2 or 3 units. Mm, maybe his hit count was 5, so he usually needed to hit all 3 units to get an ultra combo. He was also very fast, and his stats were overall with health and speed good. He, I guess his health was 40k, so his health wasn't good, kind of like decent normal range, but he was also very speedy. He was around the 400 mark, if I remember correctly. He also has Kisame's sword. Yeah, let's check him out. He was bravery. So this is him, Ultimate Tag Team, April 2, 2020. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, his health is 40k, and yeah, with the pills it makes 410 speed. Oh, he boosts bravery element by 40-60%, but 40-60 flat amount. But that might not be very useful if you wanna, spread your units apart. And body is useful, reduces bravery and wisdom damage from 30%. Still nothing crazy, but I don't know. I'm not sure. It might not be that good. So, sync with all except bravery nullifies immobilization. Yeah, you could do that. I mean, it's still at a cost. I mean, you might have wanted to use other bravery units, but the reward is high, nullifying immobilization. And yeah. Oh, with the dupe, he would be 50k health. Okay, that makes him way more tanky. And he nullifies Jutsu Ceiling, which is his best part, like one of the best parts. Oh, yeah. And if you just hit him with a Jutsu, he deals 2 times more damage. So before he uses Jutsu, you don't wanna hit him if he has the dupes. But then if you don't even try to kill him, he's just going to keep using the jutsu. I don't know. He's so troublesome. It's like I'm having war flashbacks. But I don't remember him, like, I don't remember facing him much. Maybe I didn't play at that time much. I don't know. And yeah, if you hit him a bit more, he also becomes like 600 speed, which is fun to deal with. Great. So for 3 chakra, yeah, long to right circle, and with 5 hit count, at least it's 5 hit count, but still. So how much damage does that make? Like 18k damage, which isn't bad It's not great either, but it's definitely decent with that range and that chakra requirement. And yeah, 70% chance of jutsu ceiling for 30 seconds, immobilization for 2 seconds, and our surge ceiling for 5 turns. So after you hit your enemy, I don't know, they get at least one of these. Yeah, it's messed up. You don't use the secret technique much, probably. It's double lariat with Raikage, right? What does the secret do though? Hmm. Also boosts speed for 50% for 6 seconds. That's interesting. So yeah, this B was messed up and it wasn't even fun. Like, it wasn't strong in a creative way. It was just too strong for no reason, and it was just not a very fun unit to play against. And maybe play with too. I mean, I don't know. I didn't have him, but he doesn't seem very fun. So he was the 5 Kage League reward for 8th 5 Kage League. Okay. Yeah. Let's go to the other unit. Maybe we can finish the video on a good note. Okay. So is this the Yukito you will get from her impact? I don't know. Let's see. So Unbreakable Will. She's Heart. Mm, released in 2017 March. So not even 1 year after the game was released. Very old. And yeah, she's from her impact. And also from Battleground Giant Boss Rush. I didn't play this game mode, but I would have liked to. Okay, let's check the 6-star one. There, apparently there was one other Yugito that I had used for quite some time, a skill one with Edo Tensei, with Rinnegan Eye and such. Okay, let's see. With Limit Break, a decent amount of health. I mean, I don't expect her to be good, but yeah, 50% reduction from body with the dupes, 612 chakra requirement, and 15% attack reduction. So vest right, mid right. How much damage does that make? Mm, like 15k ish for 12 chakra. Mm. Yeah, I think she's not good. But she's very old. I mean, I calculated with limit break, but still, I don't know. I'm not going to calculate without the limit break to understand how strong she was at the time she was released. Okay, let's go. Hmm. So I guess this is Oh yeah. So this is one of the oldest Kakashi units, and I think I remember using him. He also should be hard, and as you can guess from the artwork, his secret used Kamui, and he was 510 chakra, I guess. Wow, he's old, and this is the 5-star version, right? Let's check him out. He's unique eyes blooming Kakashi. I think his secret range was also, it was single target, and it was a little red circle far from him to the right, kind of. So it was an interesting secret range as well. He's very old, March 2017, 2 hit count, has limit break. And restores 1 bar of chakra when moving to a new map. Yeah, that's one of the dupes you could get for older units, right? I don't think newer units had this at all. Also, that counter sensor dupe as well, a pretty old type of dupe, isn't very useful. 10% rate of immobilization resistance. Oh, he was 612 chakra, not 510. So, removes barrier. Okay. 60% chance for immobilization for 4 turns. How much damage does that make? Hmm, like 27k with limit break for 12 chakra. That's really not much. Maybe you could use the jutsu for immobilizing when he was first released, but it's still 6 chakra. But back in the day, units had more chakra, I guess. Not all of the, not most of the units were 3-6 or 4-8 chakra. I guess one of the Obitos had a 816 chakra, right? And his dupes were mostly just reducing the chakra gauge. Uh, okay. Hmm. But what type of character was he in terms of obtaining? Like he has a 5-star version, but I guess he's not a blazing festival. Did he just have a normal banner? Like 3 steps? I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the next unit. I think this is just the emergency or impact Toby. Maybe he did a landmine jutsu or a secret technique where he also blew himself up. Let's see. So he was the 6-star version, Evil Eyes Behind the Mask, and apparently you obtained him from his emergency mission. I mean, mm, you awaken him from the 5-star and you get the 5-star from his emergency mission, and yeah, the secret is minefield, great plane jutsu. And ninjutsu is impaling headbutt me. Interesting jutsus. Oh, he had some substitution and damage reduction. Let's see how much damage the secret does. Like around 10k damage for 8 chakra. Yeah. And also remains depletes his remaining health. Not his remaining health. All teams remaining health by 10%, which is caused by him also blowing himself up, which is a good addition. I mean, even though he's not a strong unit, he's a cool unit. He has substitution, he has funny jutsus. I think he's a good addition to the game. He's an emergency unit. Like, yeah. And I think the artwork is nice as well. Yeah, pretty cool. A bravery unit also. Okay, let's go to the next one. I think I will end the video close soon. So I think this is a 3-star or 4-star Sakura that you could get from the summons. I mean, you didn't care about 3 or 4 stars. Maybe her name was the Indomitable Maiden or something like that. I don't really know about this Sasuke. I'll check him out. This is him, ready for the curse mark. So, what does he awaken to? Okay. So, is this all? Okay. So, like, where did this unit come from? How could you obtain him? Oh, for my Ninja Pearl bundle purchase. Okay. So, oh, he's ancient. He's like released 2 months after the game was released. He's so very old. So, oh, his field skill reduces enemy's chance of substitution. Interesting. He has some damage reduction from bravery and wisdom, even though he's hard. Oh, wow. Secret technique curse mark gives you an attack boost of 75% for 10 turns and restores chakra gauge by 4. And how much damage does he deal with the jutsu? With limit break? Like close to 10,000? Yeah, but it's toward one enemy. It's still not that bad. I mean, considering how old he is with the limit break. I mean, the jutsu itself isn't that bad, even though it doesn't have any status elements. And it he has an it's interesting secret technique. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I guess you likely couldn't stack the secret effect because it's 10 chakra and it's 10 turns. It would be very hard, maybe even impossible. I don't know. Like, very hard at the very least. Not impossible, but still. And even with the 75% attack speed boost, But he's interesting. Interesting secret technique and also concept, He activates the curse mark. I might not have used him even once. He's probably a very, not probably, but he might have been a rare unit, being having been obtainable from a pearl bundle purchase. Oh, yeah. So this bravery Naruto, yeah, I remember him. So at the beginning of the fourth year anniversary, there were like panel missions added. I don't remember exactly how they were called, if they were called like this. There was like a 3 by 3 mission panel, and I think when you completed all of them, you got one of these Naruto's, like one copy of him. And yeah, he was mm, released alongside a body Minato, which kind of felt like a light version of Bravery Kage League Minato. It was interesting. And I don't think this Naruto was anything special. Maybe he was on the, better side with the dupes. Let's check him out. He's not that original either. Like, up until that point, if we had, Senin, Sage Mode, Naruto's, I guess. We had a Blazing Bash, Sage Mode Naruto. We had a old 28 cost Sage Mode Naruto. I mean, maybe they wanted to make a stronger PvE version, but I don't know. I don't feel like he's very fun. Not so original. Let's check him out. This is him. October 2020. Towards the end. The back of a figure. Oh, you could also get him down to 25 cost. So he was probably a very strong under 28 cost unit. But at that point, I don't think we needed a under 20 cost, 28 cost unit. We did, most of the under 28 missions already. So, not so meaningful. 2 hit counts. I guess he was mid range. Oh, yeah. I might have seen it. Because, range and hit count are very related. Final Volley Naruto had a vast range and 3 hit count. So that could be very useful in some circumstances for ultra comboing, you know. So decent health for PvE. Field skill is decent. Body not so much, not great, but not so bad either. I think with bravery, mid, nothing too crazy. Oh, we might have some good things here. Oh, I think his. I forgot what these were called. Dupes. I think his dupes are on the better side. Like when he's fully maxed, 30% chance of not requiring any chakra for both jutsu and secret. And that second dupe is also nice. And a 25% damage boost against bravery is interesting. And the fifth one is also pretty good, I'd say. 2020 reduced damage and substitution. Oh, I didn't remember he was 3-6 chakra. Let's see. Oh. So does that make... Oh. So 1700 strength. How much does it make? Hmm. With the jutsu, he deals like 9k? I don't know. I guess around that mark with a 7% chance of immobilization. But in PvE, you couldn't immobilize any unit, almost any unit you wanted to immobilize in the latter super impacts. You know. And with the secret, it's how much damage? Hmm. I don't know. It's a bit hard to calculate for me. They are both single target. But after reading his abilities and kit and everything, I like them more. I'm not sure why. Revert from completing panel mission round 8 and also Green Cat's hiding place. I guess I kind of remember not knowing how to max him out when he first came out. Like, it wasn't that I really wanted to, but I guess I was kind of like, how do you even max him out? Maybe you use activation stones, but definitely not for him. So maybe you could buy him from Green Cat's hiding place after a while or at the time with some specific anniversary coins. I don't know. With the panel mission, you could get just one or maybe two. I don't remember well. Anyway, let's go to the other character. I hope I don't lose the recording. Okay. I don't know, she was hard, and I don't know, I guess she wasn't released for any specific occasion. I mean, I don't remember the time she was released. Maybe I wasn't playing at that time. I don't know. I'm going to spin again. I guess her title was A Beautiful Attire or something like that. Anyway, and that was the 5-star version. I guess so. Okay, so this is the Kamehameha Kisame. Uh, I don't wanna look him up. I don't know. I guess it was the Kisame from his Impact. Let's see. Ruler of the Torrent, Body Unit, 3 hit count. So he was released early 2017, so not even 1 year after the game released. Some just selling resistances. And for 10 chakra, he dealt like 12,000 damage. Yeah. But towards all enemies. But I, again, calculate with the limit break. So at the time he got his limit break, he wasn't probably viable. Okay, let's go to another unit. Okay. I want to kind of end the video because I don't want something to happen to the recording. But I also want to end on a good character, This Ebisu, maybe you could get him from the summons, I don't know, or maybe from the story mode. I don't know. I guess his title was The Best Teacher and His Heart. Okay. Okay. I don't know what this Indra. He looks like a 5-star. And I don't know. So this is him. Let's go to the 6-star one. Wait, how did you obtain him? Oh, from Granny Cat's hiding place. Okay. Okay. So 1600 for 10 chakra. He had like, I don't know. I don't want to calculate. And okay, it's against all enemies with a chance of. Oh. Okay. His jutsu leaves Amaterasu. That's cool. Okay. We don't have many units that leave Amaterasu. Like there was that, bravery Itachi, which was a legend. That was like, 4-8 chakra and created a very big Amaterasu flame with his jutsu. but we don't have many other units that leave Amaterasu. So that's cool. So this is probably just one variant of pain from one pain impact or something. I don't know. I think he's hurt. I don't want to look him up. Okay. So this Sasori was used for his sleep damage back in the day. I think he's pretty old. I think he was used to, sleep damage away the bosses back when they didn't have all the resistances, I guess. Mm, he's braver, right? Okay, let's check him out. Okay, his skill. So shame on me. I think I've used him too, and he's very old. He's like 2 months after the game released. Wow, he's very old. So, oh, with the limit break, he has good amount of health, both for PvP and PvE. But man, is he slow, like 1/3 the speed. Hmm. And back in the day, that field skill could have come in handy. And body skill isn't too bad either for that time. Yeah, sleep damage rate boost and some reduced damage on his own. 20% sleep damage. 510 chakra. So, oh, it's good amount of sleep damage though, isn't it? Like for an 8%. And it's, yeah. So, with the 20% boost, it becomes 80% chance of sleep damage for both of them. And it's towards all enemies. And how much damage? 2500. Yeah. So he was good back in the day, I guess. Also, you awakened him from this Sasori. I think you would, at least later on, get this 5-star version from, Blazing Festival summons. And when you got him, you weren't really happy. But still, I guess when he was released, he was good for, sleep damaging bosses and such. I guess I might end the video now. I actually wanted to get more, Blazing Festival or Blazing Bash units, Kage League units with cool arts that I also used and had more to talk about. But for now, I think this is what I've got. The recording is 1 hour and 45 minutes already. So thank you guys for watching. I don't know who's watching still. Uh, and I wanna do two shoutouts. Also, first to my older brother, whose account I've played on, and secondly to my friend from the neighborhood who doesn't live in the neighborhood anymore. Yeah, I thought I also do these shoutouts since this is a Naruto Blazing video, and it's the 5th anniversary of Shutdown. Yeah, this was fun. Maybe I do this again. I don't know, to try and get some more units with cool arts and stories. Yeah, I guess I will end the video now. So, thank you for watching the video and take care. See you.